Burns is in Israel today. This comes on the heels of Secretary of State Antony Blinken's Middle East swing last week as the Biden administration pushes to broker a ceasefire and a hostage deal between Israel and Hamas.
The latest round of negotiations ended with no deal. Hamas is calling for an end to the war, while Israeli officials claim that Hamas isn't really serious about reaching a truce at all. NBC's Bree Jackson has the latest.
As hopes of a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war fade, fears of famine in Gaza grow. The head of the World Food Program issuing this dire warning.
It's horror. It's so hard to look at, and it's so hard to hear also. So I'm so hoping that we can get a ceasefire and begin to feed these people.
Today, Israel Defense Forces urged civilians in eastern Rafah to move toward humanitarian areas as Israeli officials signal military actions could soon begin in Rafah and the Gaza Strip. CIA Director William Burns is headed to Israel for continued ceasefire and hostage release negotiations. Some lawmakers blame Hamas for the ongoing crisis on the ground.
Which is 100% the fault of Hamas. Just like every civilian casualty in Gaza is 100% the fault of Hamas.
The only way to have permanent peace, economic development, and the provision of basic services in the Gaza Strip is for Hamas to be excluded from political governance going forward.
As the fighting continues, so do anti-war protests.
Some of these protests have become very violent, and students, especially Jewish students, have the right to feel safe on a campus, and they've gotten out of control. Everybody has the right to protest peacefully.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to resist international pressure to halt the war. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
On Tuesday, President Biden is scheduled to make a speech on anti-Semitism while observing Holocaust Remembrance Day.
Again, that is tomorrow.